Most people wouldn't think of Antarctica as being one of the most haunted destinations on the planet, but as it turns out, this frigid land of ice and snow has quite a reputation. Among paranormal interest communities, it's said that Antarctica is home to some of the most desolate and unusual ghost stories, with some having left behind abandoned structures or locations that serve as reminders of what happened in that same location. The spirits of Ross Island. At one point during the 1970s, Ross Island was an alluring destination for those coming from New Zealand. In 1979, tragedy struck the island when a plane carrying 257 passengers left from the Pacific country on a sightseeing tour and tragically met its end after crashing into a mountain on the island. Not a single passenger survived the impact, and, with the remote nature of Antarctica and Ross Island, specifically, the bodies that were found were kept at the McMurdo station nearby. Those who visit the base leave with a feeling of unease and discomfort, described similarly to the feeling that they're trespassing in a place they're not wanted. People have reported hearing strange voices, feeling as though they're not alone, and have even seen footsteps in the snow that were seemingly left by an unseen person. Our new e-book is also now available for those not faint at heart, for only $1. Contact the email address in the description down below. The Robert Scott Hut. Speaking of uneasy feelings, the Robert Scott Hut, once belonging to the explorer of the same name, is said to bear a similar atmosphere. The hut was built on Cape Evans in 1911 and originally served the purpose of being a temporary shelter for the Terra Nova expedition, which failed its mission. Later on, the Ross Sea Party utilized the hut between the years of 1915 and 1917 after the ship they traveled on had gone adrift in Antarctic waters. Not far from the hut itself, visitors can find 3 crosses that were built by the party in memory of 3 men who died there. But it's said that the Robert Scott Hut is haunted by more than that. It has become somewhat of a morbid symbol for those who attempted to reach the southernmost point on Earth and failed, risking their lives to do so, and this is the energy that is said to be felt in the abandoned building. Those who visit claim that they've heard strange voices and footsteps from people who can't be seen, as well as a general feeling of unease after spending any length of time there. Deception Island and its eerie history. Deception Island has been a point of interest for many travelers thanks to its name as well as its history with Antarctica. The island itself is quite remote and can only be reached by ship, and an experienced ship crew, at that, given the condition of the waters surrounding the island. It was first home to a whaling station, and the landscape is evidence of that, with many bones from the animals left untouched along the shoreline of the island. This eerie symbol of its history isn't the only thing that has given this island a reputation, though. It was abandoned during the Great Depression and later became a British World War II base, adding to its backstory. It's unclear what the alleged spirits on this island are in search of or what, exactly, it is that visitors often pick up on, but it's clear that there's something to this remote island. Many who have visited Deception Island have said they felt uncomfortable, as though they're not alone in more ways than one, with many people having heard strange voices seemingly coming out of nowhere. Others claim to have seen shadowy figures, perhaps those who were restless and came back to a place that once played such an important part in their lives. Strange orbs of light are commonly seen there, as well, only adding to the mystery and intrigue of such a place. With no immediate way to escape the island, it could all be a visitor's mind playing tricks on them. Or it could be something truly unexplainable and quite real. Thanks for watching.